Hey, what's up everyone? It's J.A.R.V.I.S here, and today I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes of my latest project and one of my favorites, Jarvis, a command line assistant based off of the one, in the Iron Man movies, because I am a total nerd and I love Iron Man. By the way, side note, Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom is going to be insane. Anyway, back on track. First things first, let's talk about the setup. I'm using some pretty essential libraries like Datetime and Pygame for some fun visual effects that will be coming up. I am working on a visualizer for this code that will look like it's actually talking to you. And then Request, just to handle all the OS stuff, along with, actually importing whatever OS the code is running on, whether it be Windows, Mac, or, some sort of like Linux-based system. To keep things secure, my API keys are in a separate file that I'm not going to show you because that wouldn't be smart. But so just to start off, this is basically what reads my two API keys. It's for the weather and the news, so that's pretty simple. So starting off, Jarvis asks you for your location, right? So I'm just gonna run the code right here, and of course the Pygame thing comes up because why not? But do you want to enter your location? The default is Longmont because that's where I live, but because it's where I live, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna say no. So after that, a really fun loading bar pops up. It loads all the way to 100%. It says done, and then boom, right? Jarvis. So, time, date, tell a joke, do simple math, weather, news, all that stuff. We're gonna get into all the logic for all that. So this is just, simple, kind of like if-else logic for the location. Just determines on whether or not what the user enters. So, and this is all the loading bars code, and then that's the final one. So after that, the calligram. I took a minute making this. These are not easy to make, but I think it looks nice, and it just kind of adds to the aspect of, it being a computer program. This is obviously the list that's on the screen right here. And so we're going to start getting to some of the more, juicy functions here. So we have the getTime function, which I guess isn't as juicy, but the getWeather function is. This is the first function in the code that uses the weather API key. Alright, so it's basically just a bunch of logic, goes to the URL using the API key, and it requests to get, whatever weather for whatever place that you just asked for. Right, gets the weather description, the temperature, Celsius, and then there's some math here, and here to get the actual real temp in Fahrenheit, because I don't do Celsius, I guess. But yeah, after that, there's the search Google Earth function, and basically, I didn't really use a Google API for any of the Google stuff. What I did is just use the built-in web browser function, and it just opens up a Google Earth page with the text of, like the Taj Mahal or whatever. So let's do a little demo, right? So I'm gonna, just ask Jarvis to, search Google Earth, right? And then it's just gonna ask me to enter the location. And, just for sakes, we're gonna go to California, because that's where Tony Stark's mansion is. California, right? And it's gonna open up Google. Now, after that, we just tap the location. We can look at images, whatever, save to a project. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So, let's go back to the code. We can get, recent news. Basically for that, you just type in news, right? And it just asks you if you want to specify a keyword. Maybe you want news specifically on like the tech industry, quantum computing or something. I'll just say tech, right? And so it's just going to bring up some good stuff about tech, right? The Google Pixel 9 versus iPhone 15, clear winner. It's I would say Google Pixel 9, honestly. I saw the MKBHD video on it, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, it just brought up some stuff. I can choose a headline number to learn more or just ask something else. I'm going to just hit enter here. It's going to say it doesn't know how to respond to that. It's just a logic error. So after that, right, we get to the actual loop. And this loop is the actual reason why I'm able to just keep on asking Jarvis things over and over again, right? So again, here's the I'm not sure how to respond to that. In case a lapse in judgment or something happens, then it can just say I don't know, right? And so you can say hi or hello, how's it going, right? If you cuss at it at all, it will just tell you it's here to be helpful. You put in time, response equals get time, because I have the function predefined, right? Date, it just gets the date right there. Thank you, appreciate it, thanks. The response is just some text, right? It's a very simple CLI, but I love doing it this way because I can very simply build in a voice box feature using TTS, text to speech or something, and then you'll be able to talk to it, so that's great. So there's just a bunch of more of these ifs and else ifs. Yeah, so as you can see here, like the weather thing, it just default location, API key weather, that's it. It calls the function, right? This is all of the news stuff, a little bit more of it above. But yeah, this is the searching the web stuff. So again, I just use the web browser built-in module in Python, which is great. I use that for all of these. And finally, if you type in exit to Jarvis, then it'll break the program and it'll exit. So that's basically everything for this. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I'm really just starting with this. I'm going to upload it to GitHub. I'll be asking you guys if you want to collab on it, anything like that. But yeah, if you want to try it for yourself or contribute to the project, check out the GitHub link in the description. And if you have any ideas or feedback, I love to hear them. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.